Extra, extra, read all about it! Hey, welcome to Story Lab. This week we're taking a look at the story of some guys who had a scoop on the greatest news ever. Extra, extra, read all about it!
Hey, I'm Carter.
And I'm Zeke.
We're talking about how Jesus is so important in God's story.
He's the best news there is.
Wait, you're reading an actual print newspaper?
Yeah, and I have the ink smudges to prove it.
But who even gets their news in print rather than online?
I prefer the real thing.
Yeah, but think of all the trees you could save.
Did God come in virtual form? No! God sent Jesus in real life.
Wow, impressive connect.
Yeah, I know I'm good.
Well,
Thanks.
I'm going to need to borrow a few pages.
Really? Oh, yes! I converted you to print. My work here is done. So when you read in print, there's way less distraction. You know, no phone notifications, no people calling you. The physical design actually guides your reading for better understanding. In fact, my grandfather had a very interesting theory. Whenever he read his newspaper in the morning, it actually guided his digestion, and you get way more opportunity to meet people outside when you go out and you actually buy the newspapers and you read stuff from the articles, and oh man, you just learn so much new stuff that you never would have found otherwise.
Hey, Zeke?
Huh? Oh, wait, you didn't even want to read it?
No,
Why not?
because I'm not 100 years old.
So that's for me?
Yeah.
Oh.
But not yet. You gotta wait till Christmas.
Well, what do we do until then?
We'll just recycle the rest of this. There. All right.
I really want to open it.
Not right now. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Let's make it! Our Christmas tree needs some help. So today, we're making some newsprint snowflakes.
Oh, I am so ready for snow.
Step 1 is to cut a perfect square out of newsprint. Now, one way to do that is to trace around a box. Then, take your scissors and cut out the square. Great. Step 2 is to fold your square. Start by folding it in half like this.
Okay, I got it.
Then fold it in half again. And fold the right third of the triangle over the middle third. And finally, flip it over and fold the right side over the middle so it looks like this.
Do we leave these little tails?
Nope. Step 3, cut off the excess paper points.
You know, this looks more triangle-y than flaky.
Getting there, I promise. Step 4, cut a design in your triangle. Now, you can trace it if you want, just make sure not to cut completely through this side, or you'll get confetti.
On it. All right. I may have cut a little bit off the top, but it's still triangle-y.
Yeah, but this is the fun part now. Step 5, carefully unfold your snowflake.
Okay. Ready?
You first.
All right.
Love it.
Wow, look at that.
It's nice.
A little small, but all right. Oh, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. All right, your turn. Yours is way bigger. Whoa, you're like some kind of snowflake master.
Are you calling me flaky?
Better than being a simple beginner like me.
I promise you'll get better with just a little bit more practice.
Oh, speaking of promises, it's time for...
The story before the story.
Today, we're in the books of Isaiah and Micah.
In the beginning, God created everything, including people. We had a perfect friendship with God, but people chose to turn away from God.
They sinned, ushering in a terrible curse that infected every heart and pulled people away from God. everything was broken.
But God loves us so much, he wanted to restore our relationship with him. So God began an epic rescue plan.
God chose Abraham and promised to bless the whole world through his family.
Sometimes this family, God's people, followed him.
But often they turned to go their own way.
The kingdom of Israel, God's people, split into two parts, and enemies threatened on all sides.
Which is where our story starts.
Take it away.
Hey everyone, I'm Colin. God had promised to bless the whole world through Abraham's family. But, God's people did not often live up to this calling. So God sent prophets to speak truth to the people and their leaders.
Stop doing what is wrong. Learn to do what is right. Help those who are treated badly.
They warned that if God's people refused to turn back to God, there would be difficult consequences. During this time, enemies from Assyria attacked and destroyed the northern kingdom of Israel, but the southern kingdom of Judah still remained. In the middle of all the fear and panic, God sent a prophet named Isaiah who brought both warnings and words of hope.
The people who are now living in darkness will see a great light.
Isaiah went on to explain what the light would be, who that light would be.
A child will be born to us. A son will be given to us. He will rule over us, and he will be called Wonderful Advisor and Mighty God. He will also be called Father who lives forever and Prince who brings peace.
Okay, time out for a sec. Wow, are those some big names for this child who would grow up to rule? Let's break it down. Wonderful Advisor. This coming king will be an advisor to help people know what to do. Then we've got Mighty God. This ruler won't just be a king, he will actually be God with all of God's might and strength. Father who lives forever. This ruler will be like the best dad, and not just for a short time, but forever. And last, Prince who brings peace. Some of our presidents and kings and leaders try to make peace, but they fail. The ruler Isaiah writes about will bring true peace, not just between nations and people, but between us and God. Now let's hear the rest of God's promise through Isaiah.
There will be no limit to how great his authority is. The peace he brings will never end. He will rule on David's throne and over his kingdom. He will make the kingdom strong and secure. His rule will be based on what is fair and right. It will last forever. The Lord's great love will make sure that happens. He rules over all.
Isaiah recorded God's promise that no matter how dark things looked, God still had a plan to restore everything the curse had broken. God would send a perfect king to rescue and rule and make things right forever. And the people could know this was true because of God's amazing love. During the time of Isaiah, a man named Micah also recorded messages from God. Micah came from a small town, but the words he shared were big and powerful.
Listen to me, all you nations.
Like Isaiah, Micah prophesied about hard times to come, but he too shared God's words of hope.
Bethlehem Ephrathah, you might not be an important town in the nation of Judah, but out of you will come for me a ruler over Israel. His family line goes back to the early years of your nation. It goes all the way back to days of long ago.
I bet you've heard of Bethlehem. Bethlehem was just a little town, nothing special. But God can do extraordinary things in the most unlikely ways and places, like sending a promised king to a tiny town as a baby. Soon after Isaiah and Micah, enemies attacked Judah, and many of God's people were taken as captives to foreign lands. After a time, some were allowed to return home. But even though they waited and prayed for God's promised rescuer, no further words from God were recorded for hundreds of years. During this time, God's people didn't know how this key part of God's story would turn out. But we do. When God's son, Jesus, was born as a baby in Bethlehem 2,000 years ago, the prophecies of Isaiah and Micah were fulfilled. In fact, through his birth and life, his death and resurrection, Jesus fulfilled more than 300 prophecies recorded in the Old Testament. Throughout all time, God has been faithful, and through Jesus, the whole world has been blessed. Just as God promised Abraham so long ago. The end.
I mean, wow. I thought I knew the Christmas story, but
It is so much bigger. So,
what's our part in the story?
It's great to learn about Jesus being born. But when you know the big picture, you can truly understand just how much we've got to be excited about at Christmas.
yeah, because Jesus is good news for everyone.
That's right. Remember how God promised to bless the entire world through Abraham's family? Well, Jesus was one of Abraham's many great grandkids.
And since Jesus broke the terrible curse of sin, the whole world has been blessed.
That's right. Jesus did not come only for a few people in one place at one point in time.
Anyone, anywhere, at any time can choose to follow Jesus and become a close friend of God.
It's the best news ever.
Definitely something to celebrate.
I think we should party all month.
Hey, sounds good to me. See you next time.
So, here's the thing. Jesus is good news for everyone.
Your family and friends,
The kids and teachers at your school,
people in your neighborhood,
people around the world,
for you.
and for snowflake masters everywhere. And I've got some news for you, my friend.
What's that?
We gotta make some more snowflakes for our tree.
Thanks for joining us in the Story Lab. See you next time. Okay, so how do you make them so fancy?
Well, see, the trick is the more you cut away, the more awesome they turn out.
Gotcha.